Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Daughter of Increase. My name is Nathanese. For those of you who are new to the channel or who just happened to stumble across this video, and I'm the founder and CEO of Daughter of Increase Ministries, that is DOI Ministries. And here on this channel, I help you guys to increase in your faith and relationship with God and Christ through Bible studies, book reviews, discussions, and more. And I do that by posting twice a week, every Wednesday and Saturday, and occasionally on Tuesday. So if you have not done so already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to join the family and the sisterhood over here. Click the bell to stay notified of when I post a new video and to like this video. And as y'all can see from the title above, this is a story time. A story time I've posted on Facebook. I've posted on Instagram. I posted a snippet on YouTube. But for those who don't know, I am engaged. And so I'm going to do a whole story time on that, as well as the gender reveal. And so if you want to get any information on that, stay tuned. Okay, so we're going to get into it. I'm going to show you guys the ring close up, give you all the details and stuff like that. But for those who don't know, yes, I am pregnant. That's the number one thing. I did announce that maybe a month or 2 months ago. I'm currently in my 22nd week. I'm in my 22nd week. I'll be entering my 23rd on Thursday or Friday. And so I'm pretty much in my 6th month of pregnancy, which is insane. And yeah, I'll get into the details of what it is. If you've been on, the social media stuff, you already know what it is. But for those who don't follow me on there, I'm going to get into the details. But yes, I am pregnant. And it wasn't a shock because obviously when you do anything of that nature, you are aware of what can happen. And so it wasn't a shock, but it was a shock. And I think I went over that in my Q&A and another video. So yeah, I'm still going to have a sit down about the pregnancy in and of itself. And some people have asked me if I'm going to turn this channel into like a mommy-ish thing. No. Will my children be included on this channel? Obviously, yes. But I want to keep this channel to what it is. Obviously, a channel to help you guys increase in your faith and relationship with God and Christ through Bible studies, book reviews, discussions, and more. And that and more portion is where the lifestyle comes in, the mommyhood comes in, and stuff like that. So, you guys are like family to me, a sisterhood and stuff like that. And a few brothers out there. And so, yes, I am going to include that stuff here, but not excessively and turn this into like a baby channel. Like, no. It's still going to be strictly what it is. At one point, I wanted to go back to vlogging how I did with my son's pregnancy. But I vlogged that pregnancy as a way to cope with how I was feeling and everything that was going on. This pregnancy, I'm pretty much chill. Yeah, I want to, but then there's another part of me that's like, I don't need to. And so I put snippets here and there on this channel. But let's get into the tea of Saturday. So Saturday, May 18th, was my gender reveal, which turned into a surprise engagement. And I had told you guys originally when I had gotten made the announcement about me being pregnant that my now fiance and I had already discussed marriage. And when I got pregnant back in January, he told me that he initially planned to actually propose to me around my birthday or on my birthday, which my birthday is actually in about 2 weeks now, June 3rd. Woo-hoo, that's my birthday. And so it wasn't like, a shock or anything like that. We had originally planned it. Well, he had originally planned everything out in his head and stuff like that. And so in December, he had given me this ring. I'm taking it out the box. He had bought me this ring, and it's rose gold, and it's amazing because when I looked up the ring, it makes a heart, but it is also like an Irish something. I'll put it on the screen. If you guys don't know, I am part Irish. My culture, my bloodline has Irish in it. And so he had given me this ring. It was a simple ring, and I have a ring guard on it because obviously my fingers are tiny. But yeah, he had given me that ring, and it was basically his promise to me. And I had worn it all the time on the sand. You guys saw it in videos and stuff. Like, I was proud and happy of that ring. It was something that he did for me, and I got it in December. January, found out he was pregnant. And it was a shock for me for many reasons, because I know the call of my life. I know where I am ministry-wise. in the kingdom of God. And so, like I mentioned in the previous videos, that was a moment of me more so relying on myself, and I slipped up. And it goes to show that no matter how hard you try to do things on your own, when you step out of God's will, when you don't seek the voice of God, you can fall. And so, you know, I slipped up, and I always say that I was aware because I know the word. I know what the Bible says. I know what God has instructed. And so I put the blame more so on me. And people can't stand when I say that. Even he doesn't like when I say that, because obviously it takes two. But I know for me, where I was in my walk, what I stood for, I know. But I also knew that it was a lot going on in those 2-3 weeks. And so the girl slipped up. And now we're here. Yeah, 6 months pregnant. And so when I had gotten pregnant and we talked about it in January, at that point he was ready to just make that promise ring my engagement ring. But he had a vision of how he wanted to do it, and that's when he told me he wanted to do it on my birthday. And I had no clue at the point, but I told him, I said, we don't have to rush. And like, we were already discussing marriage, not because of a child, because we really genuinely loved each other. We genuinely wanted to be together, and that was like the end goal. And we both had been praying concerning our relationship the entire time of us talking, dating, getting to know each other. And so we were both set on, yes, we want to be together. And so I know for a lot of people it seemed like a rush thing, but it wasn't, because when we met, it was already like, I told him, like, the next person I'm with will be my husband. The next person I have any type of sexual relationships, which I would have thought was my husband, would be my husband, right? And so, you know, that was something that we had already discussed. So I told him, I said, listen, you have a vision, you have a plan, you know how you want to do it. Do it how you want to do it. I'm not rushing you, because we had already discussed this stuff. So it wasn't like a spur of the moment, oh, let's get married. No. So we were cool with that. I was rocking my ring. And then I think he had found a ring that he really liked. And I was like, okay, cool, you got a ring. He told me how much it was, and I was kind of mad with how much it was, because I didn't want him to spend that kind of money. But he was going back and forth between whether to get gold or rose gold, because he had got me rose gold for the promise ring. He kind of wanted to switch it up and get the gold. But he knows I prefer rose gold. Like, I like rose gold, and then I'll do silver. I'm not a big silver person, but I prefer rose gold and gold. And so, you know, we were having discussions about it. And then I had told him, well, the plan was for us to be married before the baby comes, because at this point we know what we want. We're settled in that. We're both convinced, especially after Saturday, that it was meant to be. And I'm not going to get into the full details of why we feel that way, but I'll explain a little bit, because it has to do with Saturday anyway. Yes, I said, all right, when we intended on that. So I had told my bishop and my apostle in February 9th to be exact. I said, you know, we want to do premarital counseling, and I'm pregnant. And of course, you know, I had did the Q&A, and you guys had asked me a question about how my leaders felt, and I didn't have an answer. Well, I have an answer now. Sorry, my son's father is texting me because he's supposed to be picking him up today, and I guess he thought I still had the stuff, but all the stuff is in my son's book bag. So yeah. But yeah, and so I had spoken to them since then. If the angle changed, I apologize. He's been texting me nonstop, so I wanted to respond without having to keep pausing. But hopefully this is still somewhat in the best frame it can be in. And sorry about the glare. But yeah, I had spoken to my leaders, and obviously they were, you know, a little bit, not a little bit disappointed because of who I am in the ministry. I'm like a leader in the ministry, and so they know that I know better. And so, you know, they were basically not just they're my parents, pretty much. They're my second mom and dad to me. And so we were able to talk and hash things out. But now, you know, it is what it is, right? Because we can't change it. And so they've been amazing. Like, I love my apostle. I love my bishop. That's mom and dad to me. Spiritual leaders, my spiritual parents. They've been there for me for the past 10 years, well, more than 10 years. And so they've gone with me through every stage, and they've helped with my deliverance. So they've seen how far I've come, and they were, you know, like any mom or dad, afraid of what could be. But I really love them. I thank them for their prayers and things like that. But yeah, we had spoken with them about it. So it wasn't, like I said, us talking about marriage was never a shock. It was something we had discussed. We had discussed kids, not really kids, but kind of discussed kids and stuff like that. And so, yeah, that was that. I'm sorry, my pregnancy brain and then getting texts in between my brain. But yeah, so fast forward, I set the gender reveal for May 18th. Now, to be honest, I was kind of spoiled on the gender, because the week prior having my blood work done, I think that Monday, I took my blood work on that Wednesday, and so I wasn't expecting results back. I think they went through Natera, and so, you know, I wasn't expecting anything back anytime soon. So that Monday after my appointment was a very terrible, horrible, emotional, spiritual day for me. It was just an up and down day, and not because of the pregnancy. It was just a lot going on that was kind of like getting to me. And I remember I got a notification on my app about my blood work for my test results that came back from the doctor, and they're doing so many tests that I wasn't paying attention, and so I accidentally scrolled and I was like, ooh, and you know, had some other, and I felt bad because at that point I was set on not knowing what the gender was, but my mom was like, even in that moment she felt like it was God telling me to relax. And even when I got pregnant, my mom had given me some words that the Lord had said to her to say to me concerning this pregnancy, and not allowing it to be an angry pregnancy, not allowing me to be ruled by my emotions. Because with my son, I was angry, I was depressed, I was crying all the time. It was not a fun, like, I didn't really enjoy my pregnancy with my son until my 3rd trimester. And so when I got that word, I was like, you know what, fine. And so I was like, let me just not find out. If it's God's will, it'll be a girl. Now, prior to anything happening, my mom had given me another word that the Lord had revealed to her, and I was like, what? That's not possible. But the Lord is funny. He gave her a word concerning her and concerning me and my now fiance. And so to see it now actually like come to fruition and be true is absolutely hilarious to me. And me and my fiance actually joke about it all the time because it's like she said that to us months ago, and it's actually happening the way the Lord revealed it to her. And so that's why I said a lot. There's a lot to it that I want to say about how we know that we're meant for each other, but some people will not understand, some people just not going to agree with it, and so it's fine. But I'll get into the stuff that happened Saturday. So whatever, that day I found out and I was like, mad, whatever, show my mom. And so I waited to the first scan. The first scan, they gave the information to my mother, and so I still had that inkling, but then I ended up having a dream of a girl. And so I had dreams of girls before when I was talking about my son, but they were not vivid, they were just like dreams. This one was a real vivid dream. And I remember in the dream there was a baby there on the little, you know, little baby thing they put on it to do the weight and all that. And I couldn't see a face. The face was like blurred out, but I did see hair. And so I remember being told to sit down. And in my dream, there was a massage chair in the OR. Don't ask me why there was a massage chair. I have no idea. This was a crazy dream. But it felt so vivid. And I remember sitting down in the chair and getting ready to text him, she's beautiful. And so that's what I said in the dream. And I had told him, and you know, he had been praying as well to end up seeing at least a vision or something, a dream of the baby. And I think weeks later, he ended up getting a dream. And he also saw a girl in his dream. He also could not see the face. But I saw the baby when the baby was first born, and he saw the baby when the baby was a little older. And so we both got different dreams, but it was very vivid to both of us. And so I was like, okay, you know, I know what I wanted, and I know my son has always asked for a daughter. What? He's always asked for a sister. That's something he's always wanted. He's been asking for a sister for 6 years. My son is 10 years old. So at the age of 4, he's been asking for a sibling, and specifically a girl. He wanted a girl first, and then he wanted a boy. Why? I don't know. No idea. That's what he wanted. And then I think at one point he switched up, and he was like, no, he don't want a sister no more. But he went back to wanting a sister. Like, he was adamant about that. And so I did not want to tell my son until I was further along in the pregnancy, but I remember having to tell him early on because it was a lot going on with him and I, and he likes to, you know, be a little, not, I don't want to say aggressive, but my son is very much a boy. He likes to play fight and stuff like that, jump on me, lay on me, and at that point, I was early on in the pregnancy. He couldn't do that, and I didn't want to tell him no and I give an explanation, so I told him. He cried, he wept like a baby when I told him. And a lot of this stuff I wanted to record, but nothing panned out with me recording it, which is fine because I'm honestly enjoying the privacy of this pregnancy. And so, yeah, so my son was like, you know, if it's a boy, he's gonna cry. Like, he was adamant about, like, anytime I said it could possibly be a boy, he would cry. Like, I mean, bawl his eyes out, be in here flipping out. Like, he was adamant. And I remember the 2 weeks before I found out I was pregnant, my fiance and I took my son and his niece out. We went to Dave & Buster's, and I didn't have a crop top, but it was like a little bit cropped and you can see my belly. And both of these kids blurted out in Dave & Buster's, "She's pregnant." And me and my fiance looked at each other like, what are y'all talking about? That's not, no. Yeah, 2 weeks later I found out. So I don't know what that was about. And my son, ever since he was a baby, he would have moments where he would talk to my stomach, kiss my stomach, and say, "Yeah, mommy, you're gonna have a baby." And I know the calling on my son's life. I do. I know the calling on his life, and I know where the Lord wants to take him, and that's really why I'm dealing with the fight that I'm dealing with my son and the attack on him spiritually. And so, yeah, but I digress. I didn't want to tell him really much of anything until May 18th, but that didn't pan out. He found out before the fact, and so cool. So again, I had an inkling of what it was, but I wasn't sure. The first ultrasound, they gave the information to my mom. Cool. And so I think I had an ultrasound 2 days before the gender reveal, and my mom was like, she just wanted to confirm. The lady, you know, she did I think we was there for like a good hour and a half getting scanned, and baby was not feeling it because they got everything except the 4 chambers of the heart. Like, they was able to see the heart, but they want the pictures and images of the actual heart. They could not get it because baby was not cooperating. And so they did reschedule me for another one, and I'm just like, y'all got me doing these back-to-back appointments is ridiculous. The place I'm being seen at now, I do like it. I'm a New Yorker, so I'm used to a certain thing, right? And so the fact that I can do nothing in New York anymore, pretty much everything has to be out here in Jersey, it was kind of crazy. But even with that, when I was like sad and angry about it, my mom had come and given me a word from the Lord, and you know, I'm gonna have a New York baby and a Jersey baby, but both my kids gonna be New Yorkers at heart, right? So yeah. And so she confirmed that. Cool. So I had already picked out 2 dresses for like, I was very content with the 2 dreams we had, and I was content in that. It was like 90% of me was content in that because it also was aligning with what the vision that the Lord gave my mother when she told me. And so I was very content in that, but I was still, you know, that inkling of like nervousness of like, what if it's not, right? And so I was out here buying stuff already for this baby. Don't judge me. And I'll do like a little mini haul, I guess, because I'm gonna go baby shopping again this week. Yeah, I'm going baby shopping Thursday and Friday, and I'm so excited with my fiance. We're gonna have so much fun. Yay. But yeah, so I had already picked up my outfits, and we already had the colors planned out: purple, gold, and then I threw in lavender because y'all know I like me some lavender and rose gold. So I had bought me a lavender dress already. I was like, I'm gonna just wear the lavender dress. It is what it is. The thing was layups and makeup. I'll try to find the image here. If not, I'll take a picture of, because I have the backdrop banner. I'll do a photo or whatever and insert it wherever here so you guys can see. But I had bought my lavender dress, and you know, I was like, you know what, it is what it is. But me and my fiance were both content on what it was. But for me, it was still that inkling of like, I don't know, it could be, I don't know. So the night before, my bishop had to preach at a youth revival, which was awesome. And then my son and the girls at the dance team, they performed great. So Saturday gets here. My gender reveal was set for 6 to 9 because it was set at a community center in a building. Needless to say, that situation didn't go well. And the way I feel, to be honest, the person that got us the place, they didn't like me. I don't like them, and I felt like they basically sabotaged my day. It was a hot mess. Let's just say that it was a hot mess, and I was ready to break down, and I was just emotional because it's like, I don't really like to plan things. With my son, I didn't plan for anything. Let me say, I planned it, but then I canceled it because I just didn't want to be bothered with the whole planning and dealing with people. That was just me. So this pregnancy, when I got the word from the Lord to actually enjoy it, I said, let me do all the things. which part of me feels bad because I remember my son asking me, did you do any of this with me? And I wanted to cry at one point, but I also have to remember where I was mentally, spiritually, and emotionally at that point in my life. And so now it's kind of different because I'm excited for all the things. Am I happy how things turned out? Obviously, I would prefer to be married first, but I mean, it's life, you know? And so you got to take it how it is. Is that what I was trying to say? I don't remember. Maybe not. But yeah, so needless to say, we ended up having it at a different location, and it still went well. And everyone who was originally coming to the first location couldn't come to the second location, so it really became more of an intimate thing, which was fun for me and fine. But I was so emotionally pissed off. I was pissed. But yeah, so we went. We started an hour late, and so I do remember Mom in the car. She was like, yeah, what I'm gonna have y'all do is right before it ends, before people leave, I'm just gonna have you say words and then have him speak, because out of the two of us, he's more quiet than I am. And so I was like, okay, no problem. So in my head, I was like, yeah, towards the end, she gonna have me come up there and say thank you to everybody. Cool. I don't like being in the spotlight. I don't like it. Like, I might be on YouTube, but I'm talking to a camera, and then y'all get to see the edited version of the video. So it'd be like, right? I don't like the spotlight. When I'm dancing in church, when I'm having to pray in church, when I have to talk in front of people or give a word, I get nervous. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it. Even when I have to teach Bible study, I freak out. But God is always with me. So everything was great. I think at 8 o'clock, we did the gender reveal. And y'all, if y'all was on my Instagram or on my Facebook, y'all know it was interesting. It wasn't ghetto, but it was interesting. And I'll try to insert a snippet here so you guys can see.
Don't hit no car, please, Lord. It's alright. It's a nice car, so it's totally fine. We don't really care about the car. Okay. We care about the number. Are you under the umbrella? No. Well, how are we doing this way? I don't know. Throwing it. Chris is throwing it. Okay. Chris is throwing it. Tonight, it's not going to make sense for him to throw it right there. He got to throw it right here. All right. Ready? When I say throw it, you got to throw it launch like in the street. Go! You gotta, it's just launch it, Chris. Go, launch! It's a I told you! Oh, I told you! It's so hard! Wait a minute! What is going on? Oh, you better stop playing with me. Not a boy! Move back! Yo, what is going on? What is it? Oh, well. What you doing? Where's Chris? What? I do it. Okay, congratulations. Yo, he's confused. It's a girl. Congratulations, you guys are having a girl. You having a girl? It's a girl. It's a girl. I knew it. Okay, come here because no. Still gotta take pictures. Not on this. I'm about to get tired. You can get him. He's really crying. I knew he was gonna cry. He's crying. Now where's the... She thought it was a boy. No, because I'm all pink. I'm doing you.
Okay, so yeah, so everybody was confused. I was like, twins, what's going on? Because it was only one baby. Like, I'm lost. But it is a girl. I am having a little princess, and I am so excited. There are some things you guys don't know about me that I still have to share in testimony videos, but I've always wanted a girl, and there's a reason behind that. Like I said, there's a testimony that I have to share, which I'm still trying to find the courage to share that testimony. Some people know that part of my story, some people don't. I'm still trying to find the courage to share that testimony, because there's certain testimonies that I've healed from, not testimonies I've healed from, but there's certain things in my life I've healed from, but sharing the testimony is emotional for me, and I don't want to be on here bawling. But I've always wanted a girl, and I got her. I got my baby girl, so I'm having a little girl, which is funny enough because my backdrop is lavender, my dress is pink. Was not planned at all, but I'm having a girl, a little mini me. My son was just a ball of tears, excited. But as you saw, they did try to trick us, and I was like, a boy? What? Like, my face. Yeah, if y'all seen the video clip, y'all would have saw my face. But yeah. And so my mom ended up asking us to speak at like almost 9ish, and she was like, "Yeah, I need y'all to come to the floor." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, it's time." I didn't really know what to say, so I spoke a little bit, left it at that, and then passed it to him, and he said a few words. But then he said some things to me, and I was shocked because I wasn't expecting it. Because even when he was doing it, I was just like, "What is he doing? Like, why is he doing?" I don't like being in the spotlight. That's just me, and so it threw me way off guard, way off guard. But he was just expressing how he loves me and how I make him feel and what he loves about me. And then this man got down on one knee, and I broke down. And the way everybody said it, it was like there was that one tear from my left eye that just slid down, because honestly, I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't. And again, and this is something that I did speak to one of my sisters about, that I was very afraid. And my fear, it wasn't rooted in the fact that I didn't love him or trust him or know that this was right. It was more so in the failed relationship I had and all the crap that I endured and went through with that. And so I was terrified. I was very terrified, and I didn't really understand why. Like, I'm over that situation. I'm healed from that situation. But that fear, when I realized that he had gotten the ring, because I told him, when you buy your ring, let me know so I know when to get my ring for him. Because I think I mentioned it. The plan is to get married before the baby come, if possible. Obviously, with the leading of my leaders, we'll know once we do the premarital counseling. But I wanted to know when to buy his ring, which I'll be getting his ring. If not June, I'll be getting his ring in August. And so... yeah, he got down, and I kept my hands in the back of my back. I'll put the clip up.
Basically, just to reiterate what she said, I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank Janaya, Shanae's side of the family, my side of the family, but also I wanted to say to Shanae, I love you. I love you so much. I love your smile. I love the way you make me feel. I love that you make me feel happy. Like, this is honestly the happiest I've ever been.
Oh, Mike. Oh, Mike. Okay. Yeah.
But I kept my hands behind me because I was literally gripping onto my hand tightly, because I'm like, this is really happening. Like, this is real. This is not a joke. This is not play. Like, this is it. And I felt secure in that, but there was fear, because of obviously a failed relationship prior where I was engaged and with this person for almost 10 years with a child. And so I don't know, it was a lot for me to take in. And like, even when he held his hand out to grab my hand, I would not, like, I was shocked. I was in awe. I was bawling my eyes out. And then he opened up the box. So this is the box that came in, and he had opened it up, and I saw the ring, and I was just like, yeah, let loose. I cried. Obviously I said yes, because that's bae. That's my boo. But yeah, he proposed to me, and I love the ring so much, you guys. It is amazing. It is engraved. It has Mrs. with his last name. And I love it. I'm trying to take it off right now to show you guys up close. But oh, okay. I'm really trying to pull it off. I don't need a guard on my rings, but if I don't want them to like turn the way, this one is a 4.5, this one is also a 4.5. My ring size is a 4, but I don't like when rings are tight on my finger, and so I got a 4.5, sold them 4.5. And so yeah, this is the ring. It is absolutely stunning. And it is a regular like circular shape ring. I've always been a princess cut girl, but I really just love the intricate design of this ring. There are, I don't know if these are diamonds or not. It's either diamonds or moissanite. I don't know. But it's so freaking gorgeous. Like, you see it's on the side, and then even here on this side there's a cluster, then there's an oval, then it's absolutely stunning to me how this ring looks. This is a stunning ring, and I love it. I only put the little guard on it just because I can cut it so that I can actually put it on my hand more. Like, it's easy putting it on. Taking it off is a hassle, and it doesn't like swish on my finger too much. So that's honestly why I put that on there. And I have a bunch of these because I bought a ring guard kit for the other ring he gave me. But you guys, I am engaged to be married to an amazing guy, and I'm very grateful for God redeeming all that the locust ate and redeeming the time. He's an on-time God. And even before that, like when we were getting to know each other's family, when I was getting to know his family really, because he knows people on my side, it was crazy because it was interesting to see how some of my church folk knew his folk, and then how there was people from his family that my mom knew that I actually grew up around, didn't even know and realized. So it's crazy how we were always connected because we both actually lived in the same neighborhood at the time, never met. His high school was by my high school, never met. And so to realize we know people that know each other within our families, but we did not know, was like, there's just no way. Like, I don't believe in coincidences at all. I believe in purpose. And we laugh about it. I'm like, God be laughing at us because he knew we was going to be together, and he just be like, these two idiots here. Oh yeah, especially when we're both being stubborn, we laugh because it's like two stubborn people. We're literally alike. He's the guy version of me, just a little bit more quiet, I guess, than me, but we are completely alike, and it's so funny because it's normally opposites attract. But yeah, it's amazing. And so I'm engaged, and I have my baby girl and my son, and he adores my son, and my son adores him. Even that night, my son was like, I want to go back to his house. He can't come with us. I'm like, no, he can't come with us. And everybody I knew, that was another thing. Everybody we knew was team girl. Even those people who said team boy at first, they all swapped to girl. So it was insane. And so yeah, I've been shopping for baby girl. I have. And some of you have asked me for the registry. So what I did was I did put the registries down below. We have Amazon, where most of the stuff is, Target and Walmart. Link down below if you are interested in getting anything for baby girl. We're gonna have a baby shower in August. August 10th is what we're looking at, but we'll see. And then baby girl is supposed to be here around the end of September, which I'm hoping not, because technically she's supposed to be born right before, like the week before his birthday and our goddaughter's birthday. And you guys would have seen my goddaughter before. If not, here's a picture of her with us on Saturday. Baby girl, she'll be 1. And so it's funny because her mom and dad hooked us up. And her mom and dad are my sister and bro from church, and I've known her mom for like 10 years. And so it's like, it's so funny in full circle with how all of this has panned out. And us just meeting was timely and interesting because I had sworn off of dating. Like, I was at the phase of like, I'm not doing this no more. I had tried, I think back in January, February, I met somebody and it was cool, but yeah, it was just like, no. So after talking with that guy, I had literally said, I'm no longer speaking to people. I don't want to do it. If it's not from God, I don't want it. And then we met in August through my sissy Dominique. She does have a YouTube channel. So I'll leave it in the cards so you guys can check her out. I love her to death. And Brody, her husband, if it wasn't for the two of them, we wouldn't have met. And so it's kind of full circle that we're godparents to her daughter, and now we're having a daughter. And they'll be a year apart, but their birthdays are a week apart. So unless baby girl comes early, which I'm hoping she comes a little early, because I want to be well enough to be at my goddaughter's first birthday party. And so yeah, as far as I know, in the previous videos I said I was gonna have a C-section. After meeting with my OB, I do have the option to have natural birth, and so I'm debating on that. It's so many things, because it's like, I don't know if I want to have natural or just go the C-section route again. I tried the natural with my son when they induced me, and when I think about it, there's certain things that I start to kind of remember that kind of is like, I didn't really need a C-section. But you know, we're still debating on that. We'll see. But yeah, I have a baby girl, and I'm marrying her dad, and he loves my son, and my son loves him, and I'm excited and I'm ready. And I cried enough. Okay, I cried enough. I'll try to insert some stuff at the end. But yes, y'all, that is it. That is the story time. There's some more stuff that happened, but I'm not gonna get into nitty gritty, because you know I like to keep this channel very much positive. And so yeah, I'm excited for the journey. And also, if you guys did not know, I posted up on Instagram, but I am finally writing my books. I am writing a book, or well, 2 books. I'm writing a devotional, a 30-day devotional, and then I'm also writing an actual book, which is nerve-wracking. Now, there's a specific book God is telling me to write, but in order for me to write that book, I have to really share more of my story with you guys. And so I still have the testimony series to complete, which I haven't. But yeah, it's just been crazy working on these books. A lot of bad has been happening, but I realized when bad things happen, it's because God is getting ready to bless you and the devil was mad. And so even in the midst of my downfall, not even downfall, correction, even in the midst of me messing up, God still saw my heart. Even in the midst of everything, God still showed his love. He still showed me that he was a redeemer. He still showed me that he's a provider. He's a sustainer. And it's not easy, obviously, but I've been managing, and I've been managing with him, and I'm learning to do everything with God. And the one thing I love about my fiance is that he's seeking the Lord for himself. And one thing I will say that his parents said to me was they thanked me for just loving him, getting him closer to God and things like that. They said a bunch of stuff. I'm not gonna say everything, but that's like the roundabout gist of it. His family, specifically his parents. And so, you know, I met my mom in love. I love her. And my dad in love is amazing. He's funny. And I met his siblings, 2 of his siblings, his sister and his brother, and I have to just meet one more brother. But it's just amazing to see how interconnected we were already interconnected without realizing, and having never met up until now. And so yeah, it's amazing. I'll try to sit down another time and give like a real full-blown like how we met video with him and stuff like that, probably with my sister and bro as well. But yeah, I'm super excited. My son is excited, and I can't wait. So now I can go baby shopping and not regret anything, and just have fun. And my son can too, because my son just loves everything. But we have picked out her name already. It's picked out. If you check the registry, you may see it. If not, you know, whatever. I'll mention her name the closer we get. The reason being is because I know how some people can be on YouTube. I've been on YouTube for years, since 2009. I know how people can be spiteful. I've heard stories and stuff like that. And so this pregnancy, I want to kind of keep it more so to myself, so that I'm enjoying it as the Lord told me to do. My pillow keeps falling. But I think that's it, y'all. That is it for this video. Your girl's engaged. I'm loving it. And I'm glad I did my nails white. I did my toes white and my nails white. So it all pans out, you know? So my family does want to have an engagement party. I don't know when that's going to happen. And we have the baby shower. And then if we do end up getting married before the baby comes, we'll probably just have like a small ceremony. And it's not even like everybody got to get dressed up. Like, just come. I'll probably get dressed up and cute, because obviously. But I have already picked out my wedding dress for the wedding, and we'll have a full ceremony when baby girl is about 3 years old, or maybe 5, somewhere between 3 and 5. We'll have a full ceremony, because I don't want to rush everything. We have to think about living situations and stuff like that, and so it's a lot. It's a lot. But I'm excited. I'm very grateful for the support that I have from my family, from his family, from my church family, my leaders, specifically my bishop and my apostle. And yeah, it's just amazing. And so I'm trusting God in all of this. There will be a few new videos, obviously, here and there. I'll throw in some mommy videos, or some preparing to be a wife videos. I'll definitely be vlogging some things, of course, but yeah, I was flabbergasted all Saturday night into Sunday, and then like I've seen all the comments and stuff like that. I have to respond back to people, but it's just so overwhelming and unbelievable, and just I'm very grateful, and I thank the Lord for him being king and sovereign in my life, and that even when you slip up, he still doesn't pull away from you. He draws you closer to him. And so some things have been set back for me spiritually, ministry wise, at least for me in my eyes, because of how I personally feel with being pregnant, not married. So, you know, yeah, if anybody has anything negative to say, I'll probably just say God bless you and like your comment just to be, you know, sweet, or I'll just delete it, either way. But to those of you who have already seen on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube and message me, text me, I truly appreciate it, and I'm excited to share this journey with you all of both motherhood and marriage. I've been sharing motherhood anyway, but like being a girl mom, I'm a girl mom and a boy mom. I'm excited. So yeah, that's it for now. That is it for now. I will be doing a video with my son, a Q&A, because there have been some questions sent for him. So if you have any questions that you would like to ask, like me to ask my son on video, let me know. I think I have about 19 questions so far, and it can be anything about him, concerning me getting married, concerning him being a big brother, any questions of that matter, because he really wants to be in a video with his own Q&A. And so I said, fine, I'll do it. I have a few questions already, but if you have any more, let me know. I may have a vlog up for next week. I don't know. I'll be going. I planned a vacation already, so I'll be going away. Can't wait. And so yeah, that's it. As far as videos, because I know you girl been slacking. I finished school and I finished with a solid 100 for that class. Yay me. That class ended with a solid 100. Grade, like a 100A grade, which I'm loving. So I have more videos coming. I'm debating on whether I want to do 3 days a week, and if I do 3 days a week, it'll be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So right now I'm gonna keep it to the Wednesday and Saturday videos, but videos will be resuming in June. So that's gonna be Bible study videos, that is going to be book reviews, reading vlogs, that is going to be the read along for Screwtape letters. Don't come for me. I know, don't come for me. I know, don't judge me. We're getting there. But yeah, there's just so many things I want to do. I want to do a Bible study with me video, but more so a workbook where we can actually do it together. So I'm gonna have a poll up for that, because I really think I want to do Elijah by Priscilla Shire, but there's also some Bible studies I have from the Daily Grace Code that I kind of want to do as well. And so I'm trying to just debate and figure out, and once I figure out like the 3 options, I'll do a poll for the 3 options. I'll do like a poll yeah, of the 3 different books. But with those studies, you guys would also have to like get the book or own the book already. And so I want to prepare for that in June, so that probably by August we can actually start as a group. And I don't know if I'm going to do that more of a recorded style video or a live video. I also want, it's just a lot. It's a lot working on the books. I want to try to get the books completed. I wanted them out in June, but they're probably going to be completed around June, because I am self-publishing them myself. Right now, they are going through first rounds of edits between myself and my sisters from church. Once those edits are done, I will edit it, and then I will have a second round of edits where I will be meeting some beta readers, which is you ladies. And I already have a few people already who on Instagram who hit me up about it. And so I'm excited. If you want more information, stay tuned on my Instagram, and I'll try to keep you guys updated. I'll probably do some like write with me vlogs where I'm literally writing out the books. But my books are, you know, like they're done. It's just a matter of like reading it through, editing. I'm doing edits on my iPad, and then I have my sissies reading it. And then once I get those edits in and fix everything, I'll resend it out to them. I think it's like 5 of them, and then I'll get 5 more other ladies to read it. So yeah, it's a devotional, a 30-day devotional all about increasing your faith. And then the Bible study guide is just a very in-depth book about how to study the word and to increase for yourself by studying the word. And there's other things in my head that I want to do. I have courses that I'm working on. Yes, e-courses. Things God told me to do that I just did not do and slacked off on. But something happened that kind of just like irritated my spirit. And kind of pushed me to just dive headfirst. And then literally after that week, that Sunday, my bishop gave me a word, and he had no idea because he and I hadn't been talking. I still haven't told him, so when they see this video, they might find out and they might get at me. I'm sorry. I love you guys. I love you, bishop and pastor. But apostle, I love y'all. But I didn't really want to tell them about it until I was done with the first round of edits, because I want to send them like a semi-finished copy of it. But they might get at me about that. It's okay. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm truly happy. And those who know me in person and who also know my story, the way they're excited for me just puts me on a whole nother level. And so yeah, that is it for this video. I told you guys a little story time with some extra tidbits. But yes, a baby girl, and the girl's engaged. So that is it for this video. I will chop it up with you all later. If you watch at the end, post up the engagement ring, because why not? Why not? We just love it. And yeah, I will do a sit down, like I said, of all the things that I've gotten for baby girl, because I can show it now. So yeah, I do have things for baby girl already, but we're gonna go shopping again on Thursday and Friday. So I'll probably do that video maybe in a week or two. And then like I said, the registry is down below. You do not have to get anything off the registry whatsoever. However, I know people have been asking me for a wedding registry, for a baby registry, and like I just got engaged, people asked for a wedding registry, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know. So I'm gonna work on creating that wedding registry, but the baby registry is completed, all three of them. Amazon, Target, and Walmart. Walmart has the least amount of things. Target has about a few things, and most of the things I got off of Amazon because it's easy. People don't have to go to the store and buy it. But yeah, if you prefer to get something that's not on a registry and you want to send it to my house, you can contact me and let me know, and we can figure something out. But if you just want to get something off the registry, there's 3 of them. They're linked down below. You do not have to. If you just want to send money for me to get anything for the baby, you can. You do not have to. My Zelle does not work at the moment. It will be working soon, but it does not work at the moment. However, if you want to, like I said, you can send through CashApp and PayPal. All that information is down below. I have taken my Zelle down for a moment because it's currently down, but I'll prefer CashApp because PayPal just be having some issues sometimes. But yeah, that's it. That is it. So whether you want to send congratulatory for, you know, me, money for the baby, or just for being engaged, it's totally up to you. And I'm saying this because I don't want anyone watching this video like, oh my gosh, no, you don't have to. You don't have to. Your support, your comment, your loves, your likes, your shares are enough for me. And there is someone who shocked me yesterday, and I wasn't expecting it, and I just want to say thank you to her specifically. I believe it's Monique. Monique is her name. Let me double check that. And let me actually respond right now, because yeah, Monique, thank you so much. You know what you did. I'm not gonna, like, I don't know how much information you guys like want shared, and so I typically just try to thank you guys by saying your names. But Monique, I truly appreciate that for so many reasons. And when I say God is on time, God is on time, because I was in service, something happened on Sunday, literally in the midst of service, and when I went to sit down in my anger, because I was angry about the situation, I grabbed my phone. I was like, what is this notification? And I saw it, and I was just blown away. And so again, no one can tell me God ain't real, because he is an on-time God. He understands, he knows what you're going through, and he will provide in his timing for his purpose. And so Monique, thank you so much. But yeah, again, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate everything, and thank you guys for your patience. Videos will be back in full swing in June, because there's a list of books I need to get to. There's some Bible studies we need to catch up on. I want to do a Bible study series on Jude. It's just a lot. It's a lot. And so I feel great. I feel amazing. I'm just excited. I'm excited, and I'm blessed, and I'm highly favored, and I love the Lord, and I love it all. So I'm gonna go try to go see my son before he dip out, because he got out of school in a few minutes. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.